Good afternoon, everyone. I, Dr. Preeti Jain, on behalf of Sri MD Samaila College, welcomes you all for this national level webinar on how to be secure online. As we know, we all are having this situations of corona where we all are having problems and we have to work with the technology. So technology is at the boom right now and we have to work with the Zoom, WebEx, Google Meet, or we have to use the interactive sessions. But at the same time, we have to be very much careful that if we are using technology, whether it is secure to use technology or not. So for that, we have arranged this webinar by an eminent personality, Mr. Sachin Dedia. Mr. Sachin Dedia Mr. Sachin Dedia is an independent cybercrime investigator and also a certified ethical hacker from EC Council USA. He is also a certified international trainer in the field of cybersecurity, ethical hacking, cyber and digital forensics. I'm very glad to say that only within a few span of time, we planned for this webinar and now we have more than 1,000 participants and we do have 2,000 participants will be watching this live on YouTube. Now I request our principal, Dr. Deepa Sarma ma'am, to give the overview of the webinar, this national level webinar. Request madam to please say a few words.
Thank you, Preeti. Good afternoon, and good afternoon to all the people who are attending this seminar, which is live on YouTube and also on Zoom. When Preeti talked about this topic, we felt that it is a very apt topic in today's world because it's not only the platforms that we are using, but even your payment gateways like your credit cards or your Paytm or any Google Pay or anything. So people must know what it is, when you use these technologies, how you should be secure, what precautions should be taken. And when we were discussing, the name of Mr. Sachin Dedia came up and we could think of nobody else better than him. He has come to our college also. We all have heard him. He is a very down-to-earth person and hands-on person. He himself has done a lot of work in this area. And in our earlier sessions with him, also we found that the students simply love the way he talks. So I welcome sir to you to this session. And I congratulate the IQAC and the BCA team for arranging such a insightful and appropriate session. So thank you, sir, and I welcome you for this session. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Principal Ma'am, and thank you, ma'am, for giving me this opportunity to conduct the seminar. I'll just start with my session now, and I'm also going to say that I'm going to keep this session very practical one. So I'll be showing you a lot of demos, and I'm going to give you a lot of assignments, or I'm going to give you a lot of homework. Okay, so thereby you can increase your security itself. So before I start, I just want to ensure that if you can share, if you can see my screen. Right. So, yeah. So I hope my screen is visible to everybody. Okay, done. So I'm going to cover few topics right now. That is something to do with your social media security and also your financial related security itself, because I've been told that there is a mixed crowd over here. So many of them are students and many of them are professors and academicians. So I have to cover social media as well as I have to cover financial security also. Right. So first thing that I would like to start here is two important points which I'm going to talk about. Here is Zoom. I think we are having this session on Zoom itself, and there are a lot of talks about whether Zoom is secured or whether Zoom can be hacked or not. So what I'm going to draw your attention, everybody here, is if you can just look at my screen and just see this over here itself, that in the month of April, that is on 15th of April 2020, over 5 lakh Zoom accounts were hacked. Okay, now this is a fact. As you can see that a lot of websites have covered this. So you can see this over here that more than 5 lakh accounts have been hacked and their username and passwords were publicly available on the darknet. You can see this thing itself. So my first request to all of you is, if you are an academician or if you're a student, my first homework to all of you, or my first assignment to all of you is that if you have been using Zoom before, let's say before 15th April, you have been using Zoom since 15th of April before onwards. After that, if you have not changed the password, the first thing that you'll need to do now is change your Zoom password. I'm going to repeat. Zoom accounts were hacked in the month of April. So if you have been using Zoom before 15th of April and after 15th of April, if you have not changed the password, please learn to change the password itself. Okay, please change the password. Otherwise, आपका भी account ये 5 लाख में हो सकता है. Somebody can get access to the account. Somebody can become a part of the meeting and then can post some content. And ultimately, it is your ID which is going to be said that it is the ID that caused that particular content. So this is the first thing which I wanted to talk about, since a lot of conferences have been happening over this particular thing itself. So as a professor, as an academician, or as a teacher also, if you have been using Zoom and if you have not changed the password since 15th of April, please change the password. And this goes for all the students also, those who have been using Zoom to, attend the lectures and everything like that. Okay. This was the first point which I wanted to clarify. Now the next point which I want to talk about here is, see, in the last 2 months, a lot of businesses have gone down. Okay, a lot of businesses have not been going up. And basically, there is a lot of recession kind of a talks. But there is only one business which has gone up, which is increasing, which is booming. And that is nothing but the cybercrime business. Till date, today, ever since the lockdown started or this pandemic started, unfortunately, every single day, people like us have been receiving at least 2 or 3 calls with respect to their wallets been hacked or their social media accounts been hacked. We have seen where girls' profiles, or their phones have been hacked. People's money has been withdrawn. They have put on legs and ultimately money has been taken out from their wallets. So this is the topic which I'm going to cover today. Is criminals, hackers, or fraudsters nowadays, they are beginning to target people those who are using the internet, because most of them now have to use the laptop to work from home. They have been using online wallets to make the payments. So nowadays hackers are now targeting, how do I put it, they are more targeting a phone. See, most of the hackers now, they are targeting phones in the sense, because now everything is on the phone. You have your social media accounts on, you also have your online wallets on the phone. You have your personal photos and videos also on the phone itself, right? And more importantly, we have also seen majority of the mobiles wallets, bank wallets, mobile bank wallets are also now coming on the phone itself. Okay, so now what the hackers are doing, they are just trying to attack the phone. So if they get access to the phone, basically they will get access to the entire lot of data, financial as well as personal as well as social itself. So here I'm going to show you an application. The name of the application is FlexiSpy. You can see this over here itself. Now, FlexiSpy is one of the spy applications. Okay, it's a powerful Android or iPhone hacking software. Once this software gets installed inside your phone, basically it will be visible on the phone. Okay, it will be completely hidden. It will not be shown on your screen. It will not be shown on your dashboard. But then the hacker or the criminal take out a lot of your data from your phone. I'm repeating. If this software is installed inside your phone, it will be completely hidden. It will not be shown on the screen. And then the hacker will be able to take out a lot of your data from the phone itself. So what kind of data can be taken out? I'll show over here. So this software can be installed in Android, iPhone, iPad, computers, lot of this particular thing. Once installed inside your phone, just look at the data that can be taken out. The hacker can listen to your phone call recording. Environment recording, matlab phone ki he can listen to your conversation surrounding the phone. Then they can also see Facebook messages, your hike messages, your kick, your Instagram, your line, even your WhatsApp messages, your Telegram, your Tinder messages. email, Gmail, screenshot, SMS message, which that would mean including OTP of the bank also, right? Then location tracking, browser activity, application activity, mobile banking or your wallet based activity. What applications you have installed, key log going to type on the computer will be known back to the hacker. Your photos, your videos, your audio files, your wallpaper images. You can see practically lot of these things, lot of your private as well as financial data is going to be taken out from over here. Now, my request to all of you is this software is very, very popular across India level itself. Okay, we have seen criminals use this. This software is also used in personal matters like husband has got it out on wife, wife got out husband ke upar. So they try to install this software. We have seen directors put in other director's phone. We have seen bosses try to put in employee's phone. Imagine if this software gets installed inside your phone, how much of your data can be taken out, right? And this is also we have seen in boyfriend girlfriend relationship nowadays, where boys send a link on the girl's WhatsApp or this message and then say that, okay, you download it. And if the girls are not very aware of this, if they download such kind of an application, they are completely hidden. And then boys get access to all this kind of data which is available on the girl's phone itself. From an academician, from a teacher or from professor point of view, of course, our private data as well as our financial data will be lost. I'll just give you an example of how this application works. Just read the headline over here. If you look at this article which has come out in the news, okay, so man received a link, okay, man received an SMS that he's going to get an income tax refund. He clicked on that link and immediately an application got downloaded. You can see this, the very moment he got redirected to a mobile application, it automatically got downloaded. You can see this. Okay, that very moment he got redirected to a mobile application which got automatically downloaded. And then he even deleted the app. You can see this, he deleted the app as well as the message. But unfortunately, since he downloaded the app initially, the app, there's another app, this FlexiSpy kind of an app got installed in the background. It was not visible on the phone. And the very next day, his account was debited and almost 1.5 lakh rupees was lost from his mobile wallet or from his bank account, sorry. How is this possible? Because FlexiSpy can get access to your mobile banking applications as well as they can read the SMS messages, which means they can read the OTP which is sent on your mobile also. Okay, I hope this is clear. Okay, so now if I would like to say you, if this kind of an application gets installed, what you need to do next is how do we find out if such an application is installed in our phone or not? I'm sure this is the question that will be asked. How do we come to know कि ये application डाला गया है कि नहीं डाला गया? ठीक है? So just as we have a virus, there is something known as an antivirus. So we have a spyware, we should have something known as an anti-spyware. So what I'm asking everybody is, in case if you have been using a lot of your mobile banking, अगर आप बहुत online payment कर रहे हो using your mobile, then you should have a good antivirus inside your phone. आपके फोन में एक अच्छा एंटीवायरस होना ही चाहिए. Now it can be any antivirus. So आपने अगर you must have heard about this Quickkill antivirus. Okay, so you can install one Quickkill antivirus inside your phone, or you can install one antivirus by the name of Lookout. Okay, I'll write down, I'll share the PPTs. All of you, I'll share the links for the PPTs. I have prepared very good slides, step-by-step instructions on how to do all this particular thing itself. So PPTs I'll share later on, but I wanted to show you something more hands-on kind of a thing. So what I'm making you understand is, if there is a FlexiSpy installed, how do we detect such kind of spy application is, you can install an application by the name of Lookout, which will scan your phone and tell you if such a spy application is installed or not. Or you can also install Quickkill antivirus, or you can also install Redmorph. So there are 2-3 antiviruses which I've told you. You can use any of these 3 antiviruses basically to scan your phone and figure it out if any of them is using any, if your phone has been hacked or not. And my sincere request is, please try to periodically keep on scanning your phone if the phone is been bugged by this FlexiSpy or not. Okay, first thing, do not download any application through any link. Okay, if you receive any link on any WhatsApp or SMS also, or anybody, any of your friend is trying to send you via ShareIt or Bluetooth or any Google Drive or Dropbox, Netflix application, Arogya Setu application or something like that, please always go to the Play Store and download the application only from the Play Store itself, if possible. Next is periodically keep on scanning your phones if any of such anti-spywares through this anti-spywares and everything like that. Okay, I hope you're clear. Now, next thing which I would like to talk about here is uh, more on the financial side of it. See, I made one simple rule in my life. I've seen most of the people use multiple credit cards, multiple debit cards, and they're exposing a lot of their debit cards and credit cards also. Okay, so what I have done based on my experience here is I'm only using one card. मैंने एक ही credit card बनाया है, and of course I've got multiple credit cards, but I'm only using one credit card, and the limit of the credit card is only 30,000 rupees. मतलब मैंने कार्ड की लिमिट, पूरी कार्ड की लिमिट ही 30,000 रुपीज की करके रख दी है, which means लूट के कोई मेरे को उतना ही लूट के जाएगा. At the most I can afford to lose is what, 30,000 rupees, and I'm exposing that one card only to the rest of the world, which means Ola, Uber, Viber, Amazon, Flipkart, Snapdeal. If I want to do any online shopping or anything which I want to buy online, I'm using only one credit card. If I want to recharge any wallet like PhonePe or Paytm or Freecharge or any other of this kind of wallets, I'm only exposing that one card over there itself. When I'm going to any grocery store, when I've been to restaurants, when I've been to movie theaters, when I've been to airports, I've been exposing only one card. My request to all of the participants, those who are salaried people, those who are receiving salary, please do not expose your salary debit card or credit card at various places. Do not try to use your salary related credit card or debit cards at various places. See, all of your salaries would be coming in the tune of 30, 40, 50,000 rupees. And you are going to buy goods worth 2,000, 3,000, or groceries worth 1,500, 2,000 rupees, not max than that. So why expose the entire amount of that debit card or credit card for few transactions itself? Please learn to use only one card and expose only one card to the rest of the world itself. I hope this is clear. And limit the card to such a limit which you can afford to lose, or that should be your monthly expense. Reason is why I'm telling you all these things is, if you look at the last 5 or 10 transactions which you must have done, not online but on the ground, अगर आपने last 5-10 transactions किया होगा ना, all those 5 transactions wherever you have swiped the card, there would be a CCTV camera. There would be a CCTV camera which would have captured the details of your card, right? Even including your PIN. Now, what these hackers are now doing is they go to the ATM, they clone your card, they basically duplicate your card, they go into an ATM, they put in your card, they put in the PIN, and they only do balance inquiry. उन लोग सिर्फ balance inquiry करता है, and if they find that there is not sufficient balance in your card, they will simply remove the card from the ATM and go away. They will wait for the balance to appear in your account. And I'm telling all of you, if anybody is doing any kind of a balance inquiry also, trust me, you will not receive any debit SMS or any kind of an alert from the bank itself. सोच लेना, अगर किसी ने आपके कार्ड के ऊपर से बैलेंस इंक्वायरी की है ना, तो आपको कोई भी डेबिट का एसएमएस या बैंक से कोई अलर्ट नहीं आता है. Now imagine your salary got credited and there is enough balance in your account. You know what these people do? They will go in the ATM and they will go in the night at 11:45 or 11:50 in the night. They will put in your card, they'll put in your PIN, and they will withdraw whatever be the limit of your ATM. So suppose if a per day limit of your ATM is 20,000 rupees, they will withdraw the entire 20,000 rupees. Maybe if you're sleeping, okay, or if you're even not sleeping, by the time you call the bank, it is too late. At 12:01, after 10 minutes, at 12:01, it's another banking day. As per bank, it's a new bank day, new banking day, which means another 20,000 rupees would be automatically opened. So within a span of 20 minutes, they can withdraw almost 40,000 rupees inside your account. I hope this is clear. Second, they will wait. Suppose if they get the details of your card, they will not do the fraud within 5-10 days. They will wait for 45 days. Reason is most of the Indians do not change our ATM pin that frequently. मैं लिख के बोल देता हूँ, if there are 400, 500 or 1,000 participants, most of the participants must have not changed the ATM pin in the last 2 to 3 months also, right? In fact, थोड़े बहुत लोग तो ऐसे भी होंगे जो बैंक का दिया हुआ पिन अभी तक चलाते आते जा रहे हैं. There will be few participants who are going to use the same pin which the bank must have generated few years back also, right? And just close your eyes and just think for 1 or 2 minutes at how many places you must have exposed that particular pin. So second advice to all of you is, please frequently keep on changing your pin. आपका ATM का जो pin रहेगा ना, every 2 or 3 months, please keep on changing your ATM pin also. Third and very important point here is हम लोग सब लोग के पास मोबाइल के अंदर कॉन्टैक्ट नंबर्स होते हैं एंड देयर विल बी मोर देन 500 कॉन्टैक्ट नंबर्स इन योर फोन, but very few people will have the toll free number of the bank also in which they have the account, right? अगर आपके बैंक में अकाउंट है, सपोज SBI का है, HDFC का है या बैंक ऑफ बड़ौदा का है, do you have the toll free number of SBI or HDFC or Bank of Baroda as a part of your contact number in your phone? Very less people will have that. This is the irony of India. जिधर मेहनत का पैसा है, जिधर FD है, जिधर सेविंग्स अकाउंट है, उसी बैंक का नंबर नहीं होगा, बाकी दुनिया के नंबर सेव करके रखे होंगे, right? So one more request is, or one more piece of homework or assignment is, first, please use one card and expose only one card to the world. Okay, because Ola, Uber, Amazon, they are all going to save your card details also. Learn to have one card, expose that card to the rest of the world and limit the card to such a limit which you can afford to lose. Second, please frequently keep on changing your ATM pin of that particular card also. Third, learn to have the toll-free number of that card, of that bank, which card you are going to use. Okay, so in case if a fraudulent transaction occurs, you can immediately call up the bank and you can stop the activity and you can stop the credit also over there. These are the three things that you really need to do in order to safeguard your financial data. Okay, so this was something to do with finance. To all the young students, those who have been listening, please remember this advice, okay, and follow this particular thing itself. This is one of the best ways that you can limit your fraud. You know, you can only afford to lose that much, which is the card limit also, right? Now coming back to see question and answers. I'm sure I've given enough time. I'm going to take the question and answers at 4:45 itself. Okay, so right now I'm just trying to cover a few of the points which I have, and later on then I'll be taking the question answers at 4:45. Okay, now this is again requesting everybody. I think all of you must have heard about Facebook and you must be using Facebook. So recently, Facebook and round about first week of February, 1st February itself, started something known as Facebook off activity. Now this is very, very interesting for all of you. What do you mean by Facebook off activity? Facebook off activity means now Facebook will be able to record a lot of your activity on your mobile itself. So, you know, if you're using a mobile application of Facebook or if you open Facebook on your laptop, on your mobile, Facebook will be able to see all the other application activities also, where you are going, what is your location. You will be surprised that suppose if you go to Amazon application and look for shoes, after a few hours or after one day, the only ads that you'll see on your Facebook account will be with respect to shoes. If you're talking something over the phone and you intend to buy something, you'll be surprised that ads will be shown only with respect to that product which you have been talking over the phone also. How is Facebook able to do all this particular thing? It is because of this Facebook off activity, which means basically Facebook keeps a tab of lot of your activities happening on your phone. और अपने को पता भी नहीं होता है. We do not know what is happening in our background. और Facebook ने ये by default on रखा है. By default this activity is on. So my request to all the participants here is, if you do not want Facebook to get access to lot of your other activities, अगर आपको आपका data बचाना है, if you want to protect your privacy, Facebook has given an option to turn this feature off also. You can turn off this feature also. And as a security expert, my sincere request to all of you is, please turn off this activity itself. Okay, I'm just going to show you how to turn this activity off. And you know, once you see this, once you see the steps on your own Facebook account, you yourself will be very, very surprised to see कि Facebook ने कितना सारा data आपके बारे में जमा करके रखा है. How much of a data Facebook has gathered about you yourself. So I'll go into the settings of Facebook. You can see this. I'm going into settings. Of course, I prepared a PPT also. Okay, so you don't need to write down the steps. I've shared the PPT. You need to go into settings. You will need to go into Facebook, your Facebook information. The third option in that Facebook information, there is this off Facebook activity. You can see this over here itself, off Facebook activity. You need to click over here. And this is where you can manage and you can switch off the activity over here itself. Okay, you just have to put the password. And over here, you can switch off. I mean, here you'll be very, very surprised to see a lot of your activities will be shown. But yes, manage your future activity and you can switch off. You can see that मैंने already off करके रखा है, already clicked it off itself. But for you, you will have to switch off this Facebook activity over here itself. Okay. Please do this. Okay. Basically, it is going to take out a lot of your data. बाद में वो खुद ही उसके रिलेटेड आपको एड्स भेजते जाएगा. बट माय रिक्वेस्ट इज इफ यू कैन मैनेज टू क्लिक ऑफ दिस फेसबुक एक्टिविटी, गुड फॉर ऑल ऑफ यू basically, right? So this is one point which I wanted to cover. Now coming to very another important point here is see, there are a lot of people, our generation is going to see something known as a third world war. Might have already started also. So the first world war was fought on land. The second world war was fought on land, water and air. But bolte, if there is going to be a third world war, it will not be fought on land, it will not be fought on air or even water, but where it will be fought. So it is said the third world war will be like a biomedical war, or there will be something known as a cyber war. Biomedical war means what? This kind of a pandemic. There are few theories that this pandemic or COVID-19 is nothing but a biomedical war. And what do you mean by cyber war? Cyber war, which means what? In future, when two countries are going to come and attack, no, they are not going to throw in nuclear bombs. They will just attack the financial stabilities of the country. स्टॉक मार्केट को ऊपर नीचे कर देंगे या बैंक बैलेंस को हिला के रखेंगे. अब आप सोचो, सोल्जर के बैंक अकाउंट के अंदर 50,000 रुपए के बदले सिर्फ 50 रुपए का बैलेंस दिखेगा, तो सोल्जर बंदूक लेके किधर जाएगा? जंग लड़ने जाएगा, बैंक वाले के पास जाएगा. Obviously, is going to go to the bank itself, right? And this third war has already started also. So here, this is one of the websites. You can look at the name of the website. I'll share it on the chat also later on. But this website shows the live cyber attacks which are happening across the world. These are live cyber attacks. Okay. This is not some nuclear bombs which have been thrown, but these are new age warfare. Okay. This is the live cyber attacks. You can see a lot of countries attacking each other. US is over here. England, France, Europe is over here. India the Great, China, Russia. So when you see a lot of countries attacking each other, slowly you will be able to see that at one point of time, India is not doing much of attacks, right? So why is India not able to attack? Because we have very less ethical hackers. Cybersecurity is still, picking it up. Here, I just want to take this opportunity and requesting all the teachers, all the professors, all the academicians, that in the next 5 years in India, robots will walk, drones will fly, and electric cars are going to come into India. Our next generation will really need to be advanced with the technology, or they really need to be well equipped with the technological world. Otherwise, technology will come and throw us out. So I'm asking all of you to become a role model, be the guide, be their mentor, and tell them to come up into artificial intelligence, machine learning, data analytics, or even the cybersecurity. See, in the future, every country will have their own cyber army, basically. So I'm requesting all the students, I'm also requesting all the professors. If you have any young boy or girl who you think is very, very good at all this particular thing, जो बोलते हैं computer का एकदम कीड़ा है, he's spending nights and doing something, please ask them to come, refer them to people like us. They can make some really good careers into this domain. Honestly, right now there is less opportunities, but I'm sure in the future there'll be a lot of opportunities to be a part of the cyber army of India, or to at least, be a part of the cyber security for various countries or various companies also. Okay. So I'll be sharing the details about this also. Now coming to very another important point is something to do with your biometric. Okay. I'm sure all of you must have taken out Aadhaar card. And Aadhaar is one of the proofs in India that contains our biometrics. They have taken out all our 10 fingers plus our iris. Unfortunately, I'm also seeing a trend where a lot of the youngsters and even adults nowadays are now giving their biometrics on the phone. आप लोग फोन के ऊपर अंगूठा मारते हो, आंख दिखा के, फेस दिखा के लॉक कर रहे हो. My simple request to all of you is, if you know your biometrics are priceless, अपने biometrics को change नहीं कर सकते. पूरे life में husband wife change हो सकता है, email ID, city, profession, mobile number, anything can be changed, but we cannot change our biometrics. And such priceless biometrics, we are giving it for free just to lock one phone. I hope it is clear. उस phone में क्या है? The phone can be locked via pattern lock or passcode. There is no reason for us to give a good biometric of ours which we cannot change on a phone. If you know this, China is known as the king of hardware. King of hardware मतलब क्या? Every electronic device is been manufactured in China, more or less, majority of it. You take any phone, पीछे लिखा हुआ आएगा made in China, छोटा सा छोटा keyboard, mouse made in China. And US is known as the king of software. King of software मतलब क्या? Windows, Apple, Android, Microsoft, most of this OS operating systems, most of this Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, everything, Gmail is in US. So US is known as the king of software. China is known as the king of hardware. So India is king of what? बोलते हैं इंडिया इज द किंग ऑफ डेटा. डेटा मतलब क्या? 100 करोड़ आबादी वाला डेटा कहाँ से मिलेगा, वो भी कितने में? फ्री में. My honest request, my sincere request to all of you is please control your emotions. Try not to give your biometrics on these phones because phone के अंदर कितने applications हैं, उन्होंने क्या permissions लेके रखी है नहीं पता है. If somebody manages to misuse that particular thing, that is your real identity, that is your true identity. And one more request which I'm doing it, if you have given your biometrics on the phone, please do this what I'm about to tell you. You will need to come to the Aadhaar website, जो मैंने यहाँ पे लिखा है, आधार की वेबसाइट के ऊपर आइए. You will go into My Aadhaar. My Aadhaar के अंदर लॉक एंड अनलॉक या बायोमेट्रिक्स करके एक ऑप्शन है. My Aadhaar के अंदर लॉक एंड अनलॉक या बायोमेट्रिक्स. You will click over here and I would request all of you, please go ahead and lock your biometrics. Okay. आपको क्या करना है, आपका आधार कार्ड इधर डालना है. वॉट एवर कैप्चा कोड यू गेट एन ओटीपी. आपने ओटीपी डाला, आपका आधार कार्ड लॉक, बायोमेट्रिक लॉक हो गया. आपके आधार के सर्विसेज के साथ कुछ नहीं होगा. योर आधार सर्विसेज विल कंटिन्यू, यू विल गेट एन ओटीपी ऑल्सो, बट what has happened is you have locked your biometric, which means what? In future, if somebody has got access to your biometric and using that biometric, if he tries to access your Aadhaar now, he will not be able to access because आपने आपका biometric को क्या किया है, लॉक कर दिया. Clear? Then one एक disadvantage क्या है और one issue क्या होगा? Tomorrow if you yourself want to verify your Aadhaar, अगर आप कोई बैंक में गए हो या एयरटेल में गए हो, आपको आपका आधार वेरीफाई करना होगा, तो आप खुद भी नहीं वेरीफाई कर पाओगे. Which means you have to come again back to the same website, unlock your biometrics and then verify your Aadhaar and then lock it up again. Okay. I am requesting all the participants, अपने family members के लिए भी ये कर देना, क्योंकि जरूरी नहीं है कि अपना ही बायोमेट्रिक इंपॉर्टेंट है करके. Clear? Please do this for the rest of your family members also and do this exercise, lock your biometrics. Again, I'm repeating, this will not harm your Aadhaar, this will not harm your Aadhaar services, सब बराबर चलेगा, except आपका biometric आगे जाके कोई misuse नहीं कर पाएगा. Also, I'll repeat the step if you want. You will need to go to the Aadhaar website. उसके अंदर माय आधार करके एक ऑप्शन है, उसके अंदर आधार सर्विसेज के अंदर लॉक एंड अनलॉक योर बायोमेट्रिक्स. ओके, ओवर हियर you can come over here and you can lock your biometrics over here itself. You just have to give your Aadhaar card number, your verification code, whichever you have, your OTP which you receive on your mobile, and you would have locked your biometrics. Now, one more option, this is this. In Aadhaar card, My Aadhaar also, there is one more option known as VID, Virtual ID Generator. Actually, we are not even supposed to give our original Aadhaar card number also. We are supposed to protect that also. Which means हम लोग इस option के अंदर आके क्या कर सकते हैं? What we can do is, we can generate a temporary virtual ID also for our Aadhaar card. And we can give that virtual ID instead of our Aadhaar card number also. तो भी काम हो जाएगा. वो virtual ID अगर देंगे, उसके पीछे अपना आधार लिंक होता है, आधार से अपना आधार वेरीफाई तो हो जाएगा, बट सामने वाले को, the other person will not come to know what is my Aadhaar card number also. This is little technical in nature, but yes, if you can do this, this will help you to protect even your Aadhaar card number also. I hope this is clear. You can create this virtual ID also. Even if it is not clear, I'll share the PPTs. I've shared the steps for doing all these activities also. And so there are PPTs which have been prepared, which we'll be sharing also. So you can go through that particular thing itself and you can get it done, basically. Okay. I think we'll now be running short of time. So before that, I just want you to ask if anybody has got any questions, please ask me. If you have any questions, you can just write in the chat. Okay, I'll just read out the questions and then I can answer that. Or else I'll continue. PPT, I'll be sharing the link. Wait, I'll share the PPT link also over here. Okay, see, you can see this link which I have shared. This is the website where you will get all my PPTs, all the recent PPTs, all my safety tips, all my security tips. Yeah, it is there. I've shared that link over here itself. I'll show this on my website. It is skynetsecure.com security tips. Within that, you can come over here and you will get to see all the PPTs. Here. This is where you can download, and this is what I keep on uploading. You know, we keep on changing the updated contents. So even if there is a debit card, credit card fraud which has happened, what you need to do, in case if your phone has been lost, general safety tips on the internet, and general cybersecurity tips also. Okay, I'll start. Okay, Mr. Sriramji, can we link Beam app with Salary debit card? Beamji, if you got a Beam app, please, if you're linking it to Salary account, please limit that debit card or the credit card. Do not expose more. Do not expose more of your limit. Okay, I hope this is clear. Do not expose more of your limit. वो कार्ड की लिमिट, वो बैंक की लिमिट 20 या 30,000 रुपए रखना. GPay is safe. Google Pay is generally safe. See, please understand, Google Pay, Phone Pay, Bheem, Paytm, सब safe है. What people are attacking is your phone. आपके phone के ऊपर attack होता है using the spy applications like FlexiSpy. So protect your phone by scanning your phone using this Lookout antiviruses or this Redmorph or Quick Kill antivirus. Then everything is safe. Kajalji, if you are attending webinar on Zoom, then Kajalji, you do not need to change this thing. You are just an attendant. In case if you have opened an account in Zoom, अगर आपने कोई Gmail ID के through आपका Gmail में account open किया है Zoom में, तो then you have to just change the password of your Zoom account. Or if you are using Zoom via login via Gmail, then please change the password of your Gmail account. Please change the password of your Gmail account itself. Rahulji, FlexiSpy is not free. Rahulji, FlexiSpy is roundabout of $300. Avast antivirus is good. Avast is good. You can use that. Jitendra ji, Facebook के ऊपर अगर आपने apply कर दिया, that can be applied on Instagram also. Jitendra ji, you are right. Jitendra ji, it can be applied. Virtual ID, yes, I'll repeat that. I'll share the PPT, sir. Pallavi ji, I'll share the PPT for you. McAfee antivirus is good. Keep on updating. Keep on please updating your antivirus. See, आप कोई भी antivirus use करोगे ना, Kaspersky का है, McAfee या जो भी रहेगा, please update the antivirus. Please update the antivirus itself. Update करो, upgrade करो, फिर चालू करो. वैसे. I'll share the line of PPT again. Avast is safe. Okay, how do we limit this credit card या debit card का limit? Please call your toll free number. आप है ना आपके बैंक को कॉल करो. जिस बैंक का भी डेबिट कार्ड और क्रेडिट कार्ड आप यूज कर रहे हो, उस बैंक को आप कॉल करोगे, उस बैंक के कस्टमर केयर को जाके बोलोगे कि reduce करो मेरा लिमिट, मेरा स्पेंडिंग लिमिट 1 लाख या 2 लाख का है. If it is 1 or 2 lakh rupees, please reduce the limit to 30 or 40,000 rupees, whatever limit you want to keep over there. Basically, Quick Kill is safe. Okay, and also I would like to share my email ID, and I'm just going to share my details over here. Online dating asks you to pay money. Sir, any online shopping that you're going to do, I'm requesting, again, I'm repeating, any online thing, अगर आपको website नहीं पता है, कोई नया application आया है, please do not put your real debit, मतलब कोई भी इतना बड़ा debit card, credit card के through छोटा मोटा payment मत करना. I'm repeating, your छोटा मोटा electricity का bill, mobile bill, dating apps का bill या कोई भी any Ola, Uber, any small bills that you have to pay, please use one card and limit the card to 20 or 30,000 rupees only. Do not give a card which has got a limit of 1 or 2 lakh rupees, especially on some unknown websites. Okay. Vinayak ji, personally, I would prefer do not use personal apps on company laptop. Prefer not, because कोई अगर कोई अच्छा कंपनी रहेगा ना आपका, अगर उन्होंने कोई मॉनिटरिंग एप्लीकेशन डाल के रखा होगा, कोई मॉनिटरिंग एप्लीकेशन, दे कैन मॉनिटर योर पर्सनल एप्लीकेशन एक्टिविटीज ऑल्सो. किशोर जी, नेट बैंकिंग ऑन मोबाइल से अच्छा है. मैं ये बोल रहा हूँ कि मैं कैसे मोबाइल नंबर मैं कैसे यूज कर रहा हूँ. आई एम डूइंग माई नेट बैंकिंग ऑन माई लैपटॉप, ताकि ओटीपी आएगा मेरे मोबाइल के ऊपर. Everybody is doing phone banking. If you have a laptop, please prefer to use laptop to do your net banking, ताकि net banking laptop के ऊपर आप यूजर नेम और पासवर्ड डालोगे और ओटीपी आएगा मोबाइल के ऊपर. I hope ये clear है. Okay, I'll share my mobile number also with everybody. This is my mobile number. And I'm repeating my email ID also for all of you. This is my email ID and this is my safety tips. Rahul ji, okay. If we pay bill through bank app, is it safe? Yeah, it is safe. Monika ji, it is safe. Page app of HDFC, you can use that. Yes. Instagram account or Facebook account, na, I have shared a PPT. I've shared a PPT of how to secure your Instagram and a Facebook account. Keep in contacts in Gmail is safe. Yes, Sachin ji, it is safe. Please protect your Gmail account. Basically, please protect your Gmail account. आकांक्षा यस इफ अगर लुकआउट या कोई एक दो एंटीवायरस के थ्रू अगर आपने स्कैन मार दिया है और अगर आपका फोन में कुछ ज्यादा नहीं दिख रहा है विच मीन्स 50 to 80% ऑफ योर फोन इज सेफ. भूपेंद्र जी कैम स्कैनर पहले हैक हो चुका था. कैम स्कैनर वाज प्रीवियसली बग्ड. सो प्लीज यूज द लेटेस्ट वर्जन ऑफ कैम स्कैनर. आप प्ले स्टोर के अंदर जाके लेटेस्ट वर्जन डाउनलोड करिएगा कैम स्कैनर का बेसिकली. Rahul ji, I'll share you how to improve the hacking skills. But basically, there are general courses which are started by college and universities. I'll share the details also. Is it safe not use SIM card number given to bank and Android smartphone? Kiran ji, if you have two SIM cards, two things, you can do that over there itself. Kaspersky internet is safe. Yes. Is WhatsApp web? WhatsApp web, Ashwarya, is safe to use on laptop. Very less chance to get hacked. Aishwarya, you can use WhatsApp on laptop, no issues. UC browser, prefer not to use. Prefer not to use UC browser. Telegram, actually Telegram, there is a rumor that data will be taken out by the Russians, but that is okay. Relatively Telegram, मतलब अगर आप Telegram use कर रहे हो तो आपका डेटा जा रहा है रशिया में. अगर आप WhatsApp use कर रहे हो तो आपका डेटा जा रहा है यूएस में. दोनों सेफ है, both are safe. Telegram भी safe है, WhatsApp भी safe है. Okay. बट अगर आप टेलीग्राम यूज करोगे तो रशिया में डेटा जाएगा. व्हाट्सएप यूज करोगे तो यूएस में डेटा जाएगा. आपको डिसाइड करना है कि आपको कौन से कंट्री को डेटा देना है. प्रीफर टू यूज ओपेरा और गूगल क्रोम. इकबाल जी, प्रीफर टू यूज ओपेरा और गूगल क्रोम फॉर ब्राउजर सिक्योरिटी, ब्राउजर सेफ. ओके. बजाज क्रेडिट कार्ड इज ओके. बजाज क्रेडिट कार्ड इज ओके. Money is safe. Saniket ji, your money is safe if you have not, if that bank account where you put in a lot of money is not linked online, then your money is safe. भूपेंद्र जी, अपडेट कैम स्कैनर. आप कैम स्कैनर को एक बार अपडेट कर देना. Firefox is okay. Firefox was regarded good, but recently there is very less updates about Firefox. So that is the reason nowadays Opera and Chrome is considered more secure. Chrome, better Edge or Chrome? I prefer Chrome. See, prefer not to use fingerprint. Prefer not to use fingerprint on your mobiles. I'm requesting all the young generation. If you really want to protect your identity, please do not give any of your biometrics on the phone. Please do not give any of your biometrics on the phone. I'll share my number. Also, if anybody who's interested, see through this college, we might be conducting, we'll discuss it with Preeti ma'am and principal ma'am also, that we might be doing a 4-hour practical course. See, I know that today I went little bit fast, and I didn't had much of time because we have to wrap it up in 1 hour, under 1 hour. So we are going to do a 4-hour practical course, 4-hour training workshop. We are going to do a practical workshop through the college itself. I didn't have time to announce it before, but that workshop, which means what, you will have to bring your laptop, you will have to bring your mobile or laptop, and then we will be going to do everything practically. Matlab, I'll be doing something that will be teaching you how to save, how to secure your Gmail, how to secure your phone, how to secure your laptop, how to do proper net banking. तो हम लोग ना पूरा प्रैक्टिकली करेंगे. मतलब मैं यहाँ पे स्टेप करूंगा, आप लोग उसको रिपीट करोगे आपके लैपटॉप के ऊपर है, आपके जीमेल के ऊपर ही. Basically, so lot of your queries will get solved. But that would mean that we are going to take a 4-hour workshop in this particular thing itself. It will be a 4-hour practical workshop on security, how to secure your Wi-Fi, your laptop, your mobile, your email accounts, and your data itself. I'll share my number again. Face recognition, Bina ji, do not use face recognition even on your mobile. If possible, do not do it on your mobile. Gmail is safe, Iqbal ji, provided you use 2-step verification. Mobile Shield is safe. Mobile Shield is good. नंद किशोर जी, फेसबुक ऑफ एक्टिविटी के लिए मैं एक पीपीटी शेयर कर रहा हूँ. आई एम गोइंग टू शेयर इट बाय पीपीटी इटसेल्फ. जितेंद्र जी, इफ यू डू ऑन इनकॉग्निटो यू आर लिटिल बिट मोर सिक्योर्ड. अगर आप इनकॉग्निटो यूज कर रहे हो तो आप थोड़ा अच्छी तरह से सिक्योर्ड हो. मोहम्मद जी, जीमेल अकाउंट कैन बी हैक्ड, लेकिन आपको ना 2 फैक्टर ऑथेंटिकेशन ऑन करना पड़ेगा. 2 फैक्टर ऑन. 2 फैक्टर मतलब क्या? अगर आपका पासवर्ड किसी के पास चला गया तो भी आपको मोबाइल के ऊपर एक कोड आएगा, एक ओटीपी आएगा, एक 6 डिजिट कोड. अनलेस यू गिव द कोड नोबडी कैन गो इनसाइड योर अकाउंट. तो अगर आपने वो 2 स्टेप ऑन कर दिया होगा ना तो आप सिक्योर हो करके. मोस्ट ऑफ माई पीपीटीज आर ओवर हियर. Wait, I'll also try to give you one more. I mean, let me just see if I have this thing. Okay. You can, if you want to see more videos, I'll share my YouTube link also. You can just search me up on YouTube by the name, by my Sachin Dedia name itself, and you'll see a lot of my other videos which can answer a few of your queries also. Yeah, Manjuji, if bank people are linking you to link Aadhaar with bank account, yes, you do that. You can link Aadhaar with your bank account. That will not affect your biometric. उससे आपका biometric नहीं affect होगा. Zoom is safe. Rahul ji, please change your password of your Zoom and download the latest version of Zoom. Then it is safe. WebEx is more secure than Zoom. If you're using WebEx, WebEx is more secure than Zoom. Yes, it is safe to use FreeCharge. Yes, using camera in the. Yes, I'll give you tutorials for my for the hacking also. Jitendra ji, just WhatsApp me your email ID. I'll send you the details. Google Duo is in parallel safe. Suppose we add another pay account, is it safe? Vaidya ji, yeah, that is safe. अगर आपने parallel pay account phone पे account कर दिया है parallel के अंदर जाके, then it is safe. Which is the best platform? Microsoft Teams. If you really want to use a good platform, secure platform, then you start with Microsoft Teams. Second best platform is Zoom. Third is Google Meet. If you are a professor and if you want to do some kind of an online training, okay, we can start with Microsoft Teams first, because Microsoft Teams भी अभी कुछ 30th September तक free है. After that, the next best application which I feel is Zoom, because Zoom अभी more and more secured होते जा रहा है. And then you can do with Google Meet. रेशमा जी, Google Drive is safe. Google Drive is linked to your Gmail account. तो आप Gmail को save करना. Gmail को save करो. Google Meet, Google Drive, Google Hangout, everything is safe, but protect your Gmail account first. Gmail में अगर आपने 2 step verification on कर दिया, then you're safe. Arogya Setu app, well, it's a controversial thing, but please understand, Arogya Setu, my honest request to all of you, बहुत लोग बोलते हैं कि गवर्नमेंट का एक सर्विलेंस का ऐप है, वो शायद गवर्नमेंट अपने ऊपर सर्विलेंस कर रहा है. डज नॉट मैटर गवर्नमेंट सर्विलेंस कर रहा है कि नहीं, अपना ऑलरेडी सारा डेटा जा चुका है. फेसबुक, गूगल, व्हाट्सएप, एंड्रॉयड, आईफोन, ये सब अपना डेटा लेके जा चुके हैं. चाइना हैज ऑलरेडी टेकन आउट लॉट ऑफ आवर डेटा, यूएस हैज ऑलरेडी टेकन आउट लॉट ऑफ माय डेटा. तो अभी अपना गवर्नमेंट खुद ही लेके जा रहा है. बट माई ऑनेस्ट रिक्वेस्ट टू ऑल ऑफ यू इज द पर्सन, जो बंदा घर के बाहर जा रहा है to buy goods, to buy grocery, to buy milk, any person who is going outside the building to buy anything from the area, he needs to have the Arogya Setu app. उसको डालना ही है. But rest of the family members जो घर पे बैठे हैं, जो बाहर नहीं जा रहे हैं, जो बिल्डिंग में ही राउंड मार रहे हैं, जो बाहर नहीं जा रहे हैं, it is okay if they do not download. ओके, बिकॉज अगर घर के फैमिली मेंबर को भी पता चलता है कि उसके आजू बाजू केसेस आ चुके हैं, तो फैमिली मेंबर्स को भी पता चल जाएगा. इवन द फैमिली मेंबर विल कम टू नो. बट माय ऑनेस्ट रिक्वेस्ट इज फॉर एनी पर्सन, दैट पर्सन हु इज गोइंग आउट, please install, so that next you see, if the government is willing to tell me how many COVID-19 infections are near me, I don't mind that. I need that information. I mean, I would, person like me would appreciate that kind of an information rather than relying on any false rumors. अरे वो building में हो गया, इधर हो गया, उसको हो गया. These are all fake news. Instead, if I get it from a right source, I'm more good. So person those who are going out, please install it. And the moment the pandemic is over, okay, जैसे COVID-19 खत्म हो जाता है, आप uninstall कर दो, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. और अगर आपको लगता है ये बहुत सर्वेलेंस करता है, बहुत ये करता है, आपको थोड़ा डाउट है, then all the rest of the family members do not install. चलेगा, क्योंकि जैसे घर वाले को भी, एक को भी पता चलता है, rest family members उधर ही है करके. So requesting here is, person who is going out, please install it. without fail install it over it. दिशा जी, एंटीवायरस हैज गॉट नथिंग टू डू विद बायोमेट्रिक्स बिकॉज बहुत सारे एप्लीकेशंस ने आपका परमिशन लेके रखा होगा टू एक्सेस योर बायोमेट्रिक. सो बायोमेट्रिक अगर आपने दे दिया होगा तो इवन एंटीवायरस इज नॉट बीन एबल टू स्टॉप इट. गूगल, अगर आपको फोटो शेयर करना है, प्लीज यूज गूगल फोटोज. इफ यू वांट टू शेयर एनी ऑफ योर फोटोज, प्लीज यूज गूगल फोटोज. गो विद ड्रॉपबॉक्स और गो विद वन ड्राइव. क्लाउड में अगर जाना होगा तो गूगल ड्राइव और वन ड्राइव, वेरी गुड. गूगल ड्राइव, वन ड्राइव, देन ड्रॉपबॉक्स. YouTube is safe. YouTube is safe. If you are just browsing from YouTube, then YouTube is safe. How to identify FlexiSpy? Very simple. Please run some antivirus inside your phone. Lookout, yeah, quick kill. Scan the antivirus. I mean, scan your phone using any of this antivirus. ये antivirus ही बता देगा कि आपका ये application safe है कि नहीं है. Yeah, Jitendra ji, Opera browser is safe. You can see this. I am also using Opera browser and Chrome only as of now. If you uninstall any apps or any problem to see, follow us. Name of the antivirus for Android. Yeah, is keeping photos in Google Photos safe? Yeah, it is safe, provided protect your account. Paytm is safe. Yeah, if you can clear caches, good. If you can do that, then it's very good. Permissions. Yeah, if you can change the settings in your permissions. Basically, if you have downloaded any application जो आपका कैमरा का access कर रहा है, you can go into the settings of your phone and then you can remove that particular settings. Like Paytm जो है, sorry, Truecaller जो है, Truecaller is getting access to your location. It is getting access to your, lot of other information also. So आप phone के अंदर जाके permissions के अंदर जाके उसको उस permissions को आप remove भी कर सकते हो. I'm sorry, SMS bombers, unfortunately, we cannot avoid because there are some websites where you just need to give the mobile number. आपने जैसे ही mobile number डाला ना, आपको बहुत सारे SMSs आना शुरू हो जाएंगे. So unfortunately, incoming is free in India, and that is the reason why we are not able to stop it. Good antivirus for Android phone or even for your laptop. It can be Quickkill, it can be Kaspersky, it can be McAfee. Use any antivirus, but ensure that the antivirus is updated and upgraded. एंटीवायरस अपडेट होना बहुत जरूरी है. Keep on clearing the cookies of your website. Okay, please use any of the cookie cleaner applications like CCleaner or something like that. Okay, keep on clearing your cookies and caches also. Screen recorder, Cam Studio. I think Cam Studio is a very good screen recorder. I don't know if Cam Studio I've heard. I've not used any screen recorder as of now for myself, but I think Cam Studio you can use it. Which mobile is safe? Samsung mobiles are considered more secured as compared to you can say Redmi or MI or something like that. Yeah, Dropbox is safe. Yes. Yes, there are 14 to 15 applications which are which are not considered to be that secured, like UC browser, and there are some of these applications which we should try to avoid to keep it on our phone. कैसे पता कि हमारा फोन हैक हुआ है कि नहीं? Well, then you can scan the phone. Please keep on regularly scanning your phone through these good antiviruses. Microsoft OneDrive, Google Drive, more secured as compared to other clouds. Home Wi-Fi, I'll just show you. OpenShot, I just have to figure it out. OpenShot का हम लोग को इतना idea नहीं है, but I'll just figure it out and I'll get back to you on that also. Learning platforms are safe. See, as long as you're not giving a lot of your other details and you're not downloading, okay, most of these learning platforms are safe. Most of these learning platforms are safe. Unfortunately, there is no free software like FlexiSpy. मतलब कोई भी spy application free में नहीं आ रहा है. FreeCharge safe है. प्रशांत जी, even I am using FreeCharge. In fact, मैंने Paytm बंद करके FreeCharge use करना शुरू किया है. FreeCharge and MobiWik. you can use ES File Explorer. You know, there are some cookie cleaners, Android applications also, or you can go, sir, manually. I just prefer to use manually to go into and clear the caches of the phone memory and everything like that. Sriram ji, use a good antivirus to scan your phone, even your laptop. अगर आपका webcam को आपको डर है, please try to use a good antivirus to scan your phone or your laptop. How to recover money from Paytm जी? बलवंत जी, मैंने मेरे वेबसाइट के ऊपर मैंने सेफ्टी लिंक्स दिए हैं. यू कैन लुक एट माय सेफ्टी लिंक्स. तो यहाँ पे जो डेबिट कार्ड और क्रेडिट कार्ड के फ्रॉड के गाइडलाइंस है, आप ये देख सकते हो. दैट विल हेल्प यू टू रिकवर योर मनी इन केस इफ समबडी हैज डन एनी नेट बैंकिंग फ्रॉड. You can see this. Follow the steps. This is a good way that you can get your money back also. MobiShield is secured. MobiShield antivirus is good. Dishaji, MobiShield antivirus is good. Yes. I'll share my YouTube ID also. iPhone is more secure than Android. iPhone is more secure than Android. Creating a virtual ID will not create any kind of a problem. Creating any virtual ID will not create any kind of a problem. Namita ji, if such a kind of a call comes, please avoid it. Please avoid attending such kind of a calls or giving out details to such call. You cut the call the toll-free number of the bank itself. Directly call the bank, toll-free number of the bank, and then figure out whether your ATM is actually blocked or not. Termex ke through, well, not all phones can be hacked. Not all phones. No, even if your phone is hacked, that does not mean that you will get ads. Not necessary that you will get ads in case if you see that your phone has been hacked or not. No. वो silently पीछे background में run होगा और आपको पता भी नहीं चलेगा.
Sir, you are really handling session very nicely. There are so many questions and you are answering it very well. I think there are some people raising their hand. They actually want to ask questions.
Okay, ma'am.
Please, say technical team, can you please unmute Dr. Chandra Mani? Yeah, Dr. Kundan, you can ask your question, please. Yes, Dr. Kundan. Technical team, please. Neeta Rajput ma'am is there.
Hi.
Yes.
Hi.
Yes, Neeta ma'am, please ask your question.
No, the session is very helpful to me. Most of the information I get from the sir, so no questions.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Okay. And Dr. Kundan, please.
Yes, sir. How we can remove the permission for the Truecaller from the phone?
Sir, I'll just give you the name. You just need to go into the app permissions settings, phone के settings के अंदर permissions और उसके अंदर app permissions. I'll share it with the PPT also, sir. Okay, मेरा मोबाइल नंबर है ना आपके पास, आप मुझे ईमेल भेज दो, मैं PPT भी शेयर कर दूंगा. I'll share you the PPT also, but I'm just telling you the steps. phone के अंदर settings के अंदर permissions, उसके अंदर app permissions, and then you look at the name of the app Truecaller. और Truecaller ने जितने भी permissions लिए होंगे ना, you'll see the list over there. And then you can remove the permissions of location or camera or something like that also.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Yes, Dr. Neetu. Yes, Dr. Neetu.
Kamakshi ji, yes, it will work. Virtual ID अगर आपने handle किया है ना, virtual ID generate किया है और कोई organization आपका आधार कार्ड मांग रहा है, it will work.
Yes, anybody wants to ask question? Dr. Neetu, please, yes, you can ask question. Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
I want to ask one question to Sir Sachin, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, I want to know the website from where I can access science research articles.
Science research articles, ma'am.
Yeah, I want the full article.
So basically, you are not able to see the full article, is it?
Yeah, sometimes they ask for subscription or sometimes for full payment like that. So it is not affordable every time.
Oh, okay. Then, ma'am, actually, I need to see the website which is giving that. You know, if you can send me the name of the website now, which is offering that particular
Yeah,
article. So after seeing the
yeah.
website only, I'll be able to figure it out. But I
Sir,
will
I
take it
didn't
down.
get your phone number from the chat box also.
Okay, I'll give you my phone number, ma'am. I'll write it down in the chat box again.
Okay.
Neetu, you
So-
are from where? Which
I'm
college?
from Kerala, ma'am. I'm from
Okay,
Kerala.
Kerala. Okay,
Yeah.
nice to see.
Okay, nice. Thank you very much, ma'am, for arranging such a fruitful talk.
Okay, I've shared my
Thank
YouTube
you
link
very much.
also. I'll share my YouTube
Yeah.
link, and ma'am, I'm sharing you
Dr.
my
Yeah.
mobile number right
Suresh,
now.
I
As
think
this is my
Dr.
mobile number.
Suresh wants to ask something, sir. Dr. Suresh.
Ha.
Yes, Dr. Suresh, please.
Yes, good afternoon. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yeah,
Huh,
please
sir.
introduce yourself. You are from which state?
I am Dr. Suresh from Pune, India.
Okay. Yes,
I'm
sir.
working in
Question.
I'm working in B.Ed college.
Okay.
My query is when we say a particular app is safe and particular app are not safe. Actually, all apps are taking the data. So why we say particular app is safe and why other is not safe? Because all apps are taking the data. It may be Google or Facebook. When each and every app is taking the data, then why we are saying some app are is safe and some are not safe?
See,
Thank
sir, that is the reason why I said, na, when people ask whether Google Pay, Phone Pay, Paytm is safe or not. So what I always say is that most of the applications are safe only. It is just that the hackers are attacking the phone, basically. See, when the hackers attack the phone, then they get the access, they get data from all the applications, basically. Right. So the one of the reasons why we say that most of the apps are secured, but we always say that protect your phone. So if you see now the way I answer the query is most of the app, GPay is safe, PhonePe is safe, but protect your phone. It is the phone that is been targeted, not the application. Because if the phone gets attacked, then most of the applications will take out the data. Now, another reason why we say why such apps, if you say, sir, WhatsApp is taking out your data, Google Chrome and these are taking out the data. This is the data is going to US. Okay, they may or may not misuse the data. There are some other countries like China is taking out the data using some UC browser or through the hardware itself. Now we know data is going out to both the nations because India में अपना खुद का hardware नहीं है, खुद का software नहीं है, right? But if you look at it, our Indian Army has also told that there are 14 applications which needs to be ensured that they are not a part of a phone. Reason is because there are some applications which share the data and there are some which only keep the data with themselves, right? So jo data share karte, they are considered to be more dangerous, or it depends on which country and how they are sharing the data. Just to give you an example, WhatsApp जो डेटा लेता है ना, वो WhatsApp अपना खुद का डेटा लेता है. क्या आप WhatsApp में क्या कर रहे हो, तो WhatsApp is taking the WhatsApp data only. But if I were to take an example of Truecaller, it will take the data of other applications also. So that is the reason why we sometimes say कि whether we should have WhatsApp or should we have Truecaller, or out of the two, which is more unsafe, kind of a thing, in terms of taking data permissions. To give you an example, Truecaller का काम क्या है? जो नंबर है उसके सामने नाम बताने का, from his database or from my phone database. उसको क्या फर्क गिरता है कि मेरा लोकेशन किधर है, whether I'm in Bombay, Pune or Bangalore, it should not matter to him. Still it takes that location data, still is taking the storage data, still is taking the camera data. That is the reason why we say from a permission point of view, whether that app needs to be ensured कि वो permission हम लोग दे कि ना दे करके. That is the reason why we say that where is this data going to, किसके पास ये data जा रहा है, कौन सी country के पास जा रहा है. That is the reason, that is the terminology has been used in terms of defining the app as safe or unsafe. But you are right, sir. Data तो सभी लेके जा रहे हैं, but कौन कितना data लेके जा रहा है और कौन कितना data share कर रहा है कि नहीं, वो देखना होता है बस. Yes, any questions, please ask.
Anybody have any? Please raise your hands. Otherwise, we'll starting with the polling. Shall we start with the polling now? There will be questions given and you'll have to answer quickly for that question. Yeah, poll is here on the screen. So quickly start answering for this question. Yeah, all fast, quickly. Quickly, all of you, please answer for this. Let's see. There are two questions for polling. Do you have a top security lesson learned since taking a work from home strategy? And number two is, during COVID-19, which is the best form of attack? Please answer fast. Technical team, please give the result. Technical team, please.
This is the result, ma'am.
Yeah. Sir, I just would like to say you something regarding the results of the poll. You just give views for the results.
Actually, it is very good to see that most of the participants have learned something, especially from a security point of view during this work from home strategy. And I hope that will be useful for the rest of their life. And that is also right, phishing and keylogger. So, like phishing attacks are very, very common nowadays, sending fake mails. You saw these SMS messages which are coming. And that is one of the best form of attack during COVID-19 also, to get access to your devices. So most of the participants have got it right.
Thank you, sir. Now, anybody, any question, please? Subha, Dr. Subha, ma'am, coordinator of IQAC coordinator, I request you to please. Dr. Subha, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. I request Dr. Subha Acharya, if anybody having any question, anybody having any questions can ask. I request Subha ma'am to please say vote of thanks.
The speed with which the questions were coming, and sir, you are accommodating and answering all the questions has left me overwhelmed. It has been an engrossing session and an eye-opener to each one of us. As Principal Ma'am said some time ago, when it comes to cyber security, there can be no other name than Sachin Dedia. So on behalf of the IQSC and the BMM BCA departments of Sri MD Shah Mahila College, I am immensely thankful to you for giving us such a sleek and detailed information, for making us aware of the dangers if we are careless about safeguarding our data, online data. I would also like to thank Team Solutions for handling the technical part of the webinar. My sincere thanks to all the participants who joined us on Zoom as well as on the live streaming section. I'm sure you all must have gained a lot from this session. I'm really again thankful to Sachin sir. I'm thankful to Principal Ma'am and Preeti and her team. Thanks. With this, I'm signing off. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, yes, I just would like to inform to all the participants that feedback form will be generated and given to you within this in your WhatsApp group, and it will be remain for there for 4 hours. So you have to fill the feedback form, and certificate will be given to you within 3 days of the seminar, this webinar. So I request all of you to please don't leave the WhatsApp group for 3 days. Your link for the certificates will be given in the WhatsApp group, and you will be there in the WhatsApp group for 4 hours. So I request all the participants to feedback form. Thank you.